playoff time, so we've got some NBA playoff trivia, and we're going way back. Now, the Boston Celtics won 8 consecutive NBA championships until the 1966-67 season. Which team knocked them off their streak?
Was it the Chicago Bulls, the New York Knicks, the Philadelphia 76ers, or the San Francisco Warriors?
San Francisco Warriors. That sounds weird.
Rip City, Portland, Oregon, the site for the Nuggets. There's a look at Nikola Jokic. He means business all the time and leads his team. They anticipate action at Moda Center. Nuggets, Blazers, and we'll be right back for the tip-off. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and we have David Aldridge on our sideline. And our special guest tonight, welcoming in Kenny the Jet Smith.
Oh, Kevin, man, great to be here. I hate being up in that studio sometimes. I love it down here,
We
man.
need you courtside.
Oh,
we
man,
need you
it feels so
courtside.
much better being with you guys and them other two.
DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks. Well, among the league's deadlier weapons now is the step-back jumper. Steph Curry said, "You're always in control of the situation with that move. It is pretty effective." Portland's Damian Lillard said, "It's a tough off-balance shot, so it takes a lot of work." But people around the league are putting in that work to become even more effective. Guys?
Thanks, David. So many combo guys in the backcourt now, Kenny, but there are still a few traditional style point guards left, and they're sure fun to watch.
Yeah, you still got Rondo. You still have Mike Conley.
Yep.
Obviously CP3. These are traditional point guards that think pass first. Still got LeBron. He's a traditional point guard. He passes first. So it's still fun to watch.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Bill Barton is out there with Murray. Making a change here. Cantor's checked in. The Nuggets also changing it up. Gordon's checked in for Millsap. Jay comes in for Will Barton. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
Here's Jay. Stolen by McCollum. Lillard dishes to Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
Outstanding read by Lillard. Put the ball in his hands, and he'll typically make the right play.
Here's Morris. His last outing, he had 8 points. Pass to Jokic. Kicks it to Porter. The Nuggets moving the ball around to the left side wing. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Enes Kanter.
Well, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position.
First one falls for him. Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. And Denver with a change here, too. Green, he's checked in for Porter. And Jokic drops them both.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Cantor finds McCollum.
And you look at the finishes for the Blazers the last few years. They can compete in the West, but the team is still trying to figure out how to make it that next step. do you see that happening in the foreseeable future?
Oof, the team is has a lot of talent, but a lot of injured talent, you know, and when they're healthy, and we could see what all of their players collectively can do, but the West is brutal. I don't know if they can get through it.
You know, I go back to their issue is the same we've always seen. Like, you go back when Dominique Wilkins was a great player. It wasn't that he wasn't great. It was just some guys greater. You know, Larry and that team, Magic and his group, Dr. J and his group. And you have a similar dynamic now. Like, Dame Lillard is an all-time great player. But those other teams that he's trying to battle against, man, they just have guys that might be just a step above.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Powell. And it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum. JaVale McGee's checked in for Denver. 5 on the clock. Gordon, the pass to Green. Shoots over Lillard. Here's Jay. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. And Junior coming into the NBA from college ball wasn't the top recruit from his class, Greg, but he showed what he can do.
Junior had some fantastic performances during his college career. Nobody was quite sure where he would land in the draft. This team's convinced that he can be a factor in the NBA.
A nice shot by Simons.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Jay, the pass to McGee. Morris against Lillard. Morris, no good.
You can see he just brushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Offensive rebound.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Back to Gordon. And Cantor pulls it down. Guys, the game nowadays more open, more freedom of movement. Kenny, do you like where the game seems to be headed?
Yeah, as a fan, I like it. And if I was a player, I would like it. Because of my style of play, I can imagine a lot of players in my era wouldn't like it. But a lot more fun to watch, a lot of flow to the game.
The thing I like about it is you have to be more skilled in the game today. Because you can't just grab and hold and beat people up today. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like your Knicks teams.
Yeah, exactly. We would have struggled today. We would have struggled.
It's tipped. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Out to Morris. And the pass to Jay. And the layup falls. Jay's got his second basket of the night. Greg Jr., as you know, taken in this year's draft. He didn't last long on the board, and this team jumped on the chance to draft him.
There are a lot of high upside players in the draft, but none more so than Junior. He's an athletic monster and could end up being the best player of this class.
Pass to Gordon. There's 1:40 left in the first quarter. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, you've got to give Gordon the ball when he's down inside. I mean, he can really score it in there.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Denver.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to...
New group here for Portland. Jusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Powell, he's checked in for Jones. And McCollum subbed in for Anfernee Simons.
Kenny, you played alongside some incredible clutch performers. Who would you give the ball to now for a game-deciding three.
Game-deciding three. Steph Curry's number 1. Klay Thompson's number 2. Ray Allen's retired, so I'll go with Trae Young.
Ooh, what about Dame Lillard? Dame
Ooh, I'm sorry. Dame Lillard, number 3. And then Trae.
Say what? Sorry. Steph,
Klay,
Lillard.
Okay. Game-winning 3, not off the dribble.
I'm going to throw a wild card out there. Kawhi.
No.
Kawhi says, hey,
It's
Kevin
wild.
and I saw him hit one of the biggest threes.
Yeah, that's a wild card, though.
That's a wild card. I mean, hey, he hit a 3 to get to the finals.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
And he was injured in that game and in those series. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Murray out there with Jay, and it's Porter in at the 3 slot. Good on both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Pass to Powell. Now here's Lillard. It's McCollum on the wing. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Jay. And it's Portland with the rebound. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
And seeing Junior out there again, I was impressed with his time on the floor in his debut. Showed that he could pick his spots and contribute to this team.
Junior did not miss a beat when he came into the game, did he, Greg? Exactly the debut this team was hoping to see from him. Releases from 15. They get it again. Nurkic dishes to Powell. Five to shoot, and a wide open look for McCollum, and the Trailblazers another 3.
Great job getting C.J. McCollum the clean look. That's his play.
Over the last few years, Jet, the step-back 3 has become a staple for some guys. Who do you think is the most consistent with it?
Harden and Doncic, easily. You know who started the step-back? A guy named, the first time I ever saw it was Kiki Vandal.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I never saw a step-back until he
And
played.
it was quick.
Yeah, he used to do a quick step-back. And I'd never seen the step-back move ever in my life before. And I was like, what is that? Is that a walk? He's like, no. And now we got the step to the step to the step to the step to the step back.
Side back.
And what's going to be the next development?
You're just going to be able to run and you don't have to dribble. Yeah.
We're seeing that right now.
Yeah, exactly.
The Trailblazers have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
One of the most respected leaders in the game. Damian Lillard is a class act, whether his team is winning or losing.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Jay, the pass to Murray. Passes it to Jokic. There's the triple. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Trailblazers trail by 10. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Millsap covering. McCollum no good. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Jokic showing you the benefits of that work in the weight room, muscling right through the defender.
Denver making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. For Denver, they have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. Trailblazers shooting about 42% so far. Lillard against Murray. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Can't be too handsy with Lillard. He's going to find a way to get the call.
And the first one drops. And officials have been more vigilant, guys, whistling the travel violations that we see. At the same time, the league revising the rule book to clarify the gather step when players terminate their dribble. Kenny, in that regard, do you like the way the game is being officiated right now?
What is a gather step? Either you're walking or you're not.
Well, it would seem that way, wouldn't it?
Either you're moving or you're stationary.
The gather step's always been there, though. It's just, honestly, a lot of guys didn't have the ability to and didn't know how to master it. Iverson was the first guy that I saw that had mastered the gather step. And that's, to me, it's just kind of the evolution.
It's walking in my book, Greg. It's still
No, it's you gather it. You get that extra. It's basically, it gives you a half a step.
I'm old school. It's walking.
You're old.
Yeah, and you didn't finish school.
It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. Well, last season the Blazers were beset by injuries and they fell short of their goals. Their star Damian Lillard said, "Once we're in a better position, I want people to remember how I responded when things didn't go my way, so that they know my character is true." Kevin, we know that Dame grew up in Oakland, a place where overcoming adversity was ingrained. Back to you.
Thank you, D.A. Now a timeout called by Portland.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Cantor checked in for Portland. And Denver also making a switch. Martin is checked in. Lillard from outside buries the long-range jumper. Lillard's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
A volume shooter from deep, but Lillard's awfully effective.
Murray the pass to Jay. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Murray the pass to Jay. Makes it off the glass. Jokic has got 19 points.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And here's McCollum for three. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got 9 rebounds now tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
And Kenny, great to have you on the show as always. You got to come back soon. Promise us you'll come back soon.
I'm coming back next week.
Good.
There's more food down here. It's friendly about here. It's more room, man. I can't wait to be here. More air, everything, man. Everything's more down here.
And Greg, a lot of fun to be joined by Kenny the Jet, huh? As brilliant as he was on the court, he is just as amazing off it.
And, you know, Kenny has this amazing knack for describing what he sees with such clarity. Rare gift, and I'm glad he could share it with us.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And, you know, Kanter can dominate on the court, but his rip...
Jokic firing on all cylinders for the Denver Nuggets. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Aaron Gordon. Aaron, you guys came out and played extremely well. What was the mindset in the first half?
We just tried to come out here, really stick to our principles, pick up the pace, and really be aggressive, and it turned out in a high-scoring half.
Just the way you want to play. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. For Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. Derek Jones, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career, and that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
Derek Jones is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Simons surveying the D. Now Kanter. Shot clock at 6. Fader on the way. Denver grabs the miss. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put. The effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Simons, the pass to Jones. Up top, Powell. He's got 8.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And a look at the #1 overall pick in the draft, Hendricks Cobb, an incredible athlete who has the potential to be a game changer for this team.
Born in New Jersey but grew up in Louisiana, Cobb has been used to the spotlight for a long time. He has all the tools to be a superstar in short order.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Simons, 12 points for him. in the high post.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
To the paint, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Boy, you look at Gordon, he is cut up now. Fantastic at being able to overcome physical defenses because of his own physicality.
Lillard's checked in for Portland. And Denver also making a switch. Green's checked in.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
Here's Simon. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen. Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and you'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Nuggets?
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
I've been impressed with how well they've penetrated tonight, too.
Here's Simons. He's got 14. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
Here's Gordon. And that one goes long.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
McGee against Lillard. Now the pass to Cantor. Over Morris. Covington trying to break free. And with that, the Denver lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Cantor.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Morris finds McGee. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Simons, the pass to Lillard. Out to the right wing. A 3. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
McGee against Cantor. Pass to Jay. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Lillard looking around. Second chance effort. No good that time. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
The shot's good from Jay.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets, using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Morris against Lillard. Morris with the ball. To the inside. Here's Gordon. And that one is good. Gordon's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Nice seeing Gordon get it done over some pretty tight, stingy defense there, showing just how confident he is in the post.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Nuggets lead by 14. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there have been two very different... So we see Denver get the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, what up? Stay focused on your workout.
Come on in. Time to get to work. We're getting very little production out of these fast break opportunities. So, we're gonna work on that. Today, we're gonna work on being more efficient at running our breaks.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started.
Yo, look at the clock. Yo, stay there.
Get your mind right.
Nice work, fellas. Let's stay a while and get some additional reps in.
Really cool. I try to be very creative with anything I do with 2K. You know, when it comes to shoes or uniforms, it really makes sure my players stand out. It's full customization at this point.
When it comes to shoes, I love them. So I'm a shoeaholic.
When I created the shoe, I really took other people's and the community's, opinions and what they would like into consideration. So yeah, I thought of you guys. So it'd be dope if you.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. The city of Denver is in full motion tonight as we get set to bring you the action from the Pepsi Center. Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, the ceremony was delayed, and understandably so, but at last, the Hall of Fame class of 2020 was enshrined. And what a class it was. Led by Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, and of course, the late, great Kobe Bryant headlining the 9 inductees. There was tremendous poignancy with Kobe's inclusion coming so recently after his tragic death. And it was a night that none of us are going to forget. Guys?
Thank you, D.A. Well, Doris, it should be an interesting matchup in the low post. How do you see the battle of the bigs playing out in this one tonight?
Boy, what a classic low post strength-on-strength contest we are in for tonight. Now, that's more the exception than the norm these days. I'll tell you what, you give me some skilled big men on the box doing work, I'm all about that.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Jay Crowder out there with Ayton. And it's Paul in at the point guard. And for the Nuggets, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton. And it's Porter in at the small. Gordon's checked in for Millsap, and Jay's sub. In for Porter. And for the Suns, Kaminsky is checked in for Crowder. And it's Payne in for Chris Paul. They get it back. Booker uses the glass to finish the layup. Booker's got 8 points. Nuggets have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They need this. And Will Barton with the 3.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
For Phoenix, they've gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Payne kicks to Booker. To the middle. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And right there, you see Devin Booker's feel for the game. This guy knows exactly when to give it up.
Murray, the pass to Jay. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And, of course, we know the history between Cobb and Junior. These two seem to have their fates intertwined. They're always going to be connected.
And, Greg, now the two rookies are playing for the same side. They've been competitive for so long, so it's nice to see them join forces. Catching up on the changes for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. Green comes in for Will Barton. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Ball's knocked loose. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. And here we go. And it's McGee with the jam.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Here's Payne. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Passes it to Craig. He kicks it to Payne. Lock at 6. Over Green. Rebound by JaVale McGee.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
The pass to Jay. Back to Gordon. And the shot is long. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. They trail by 3. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And I credit the shot selection in that one. It's hard to stay patient, but you see the reward.
Well, typically, Greg, great decision-making leads to great shooting percentages. I thought that team played a very smart game.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Craig. 11 points for him in that last game against Sacramento.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Payne's shot is good. Denver's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Here's Jay. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here's Kaminsky. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Sacramento.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
Jay, the pass to McGee. On the wing, Morris. He's guarded by Kaminsky. Morris, no good.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that...
with a platoon swap here on the floor. Hall finds Crowder. Booker outside. And he's good on the 3-ball. Booker's got 11 points.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first. And Devin Booker in the 3rd year of that 5-year, $158 million contract, coming off his first All-Star selection and his most efficient scoring season. Man, it's hard to imagine what's coming next.
I think, Greg, he's desperate to make the playoffs, right? He's doing his part. He's improving on the defensive end. He's been an eye-popping scorer throughout the early part of his career. Now it's all about, can he create team success?
Setting the floor for the Suns, Booker and Bridges are the wings. Andre Ayton out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Paul in at the 1. The kick out to Barton. Jay defended by Booker. 2 on the clock. A shot. And another miss by Denver. Suns trail by 5. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Pass to Jay. Down low, Jokic fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And this is why Jokic is an all-star, all-NBA caliber talent, because of his ability to dominate in an effortless fashion.
He shot 5 of 6 at the foul line.
And how good has he been at the line?
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big men. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
A nice shot by Booker.
Well, this is the assertive mentality of Devin Booker. When he starts to find his rhythm, turn the lights out.
Murray against Booker. The shot's good from Jay. 6 points for Jay.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
With some arc, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Will Barton.
Well, make no mistake, Crowder has got great strength inside. The defense can get physical. It doesn't matter.
What you love about Crowder, he gives you a little bit of everything at both ends.
I mean, defensively, he'll take on anybody. He's smart, draws a lot of charges. Offensively, he can stretch the floor, and he'll make the extra pass. He's also an opportunistic rebounder.
And the Suns making a change here. Haynes checked in. Barton from outside sinks the three-pointer. Barton's got 7.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Now here's Payne. He's covered by Murray. Denver leading by 6. Passes to Jay. And the call on the shot. It sends him to the line. It goes on Devin Booker.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And for teams already exceeding expectations, Greg, their spirits are running sky high right now.
Kev, it's always a great feeling to come out strong, but it is hard to maintain that consistency.
Yeah,
the teams that do, you know, they believe in themselves and they keep playing to their strengths.
Why is consistency so hard?
You know, because you're not playing against yourself, and we're human. And Kevin, as great as you are as a broadcaster, you probably have had some days where you didn't feel as good as you did other days, and that's no different for a guy competing at this level.
My friend, that's every day. Every day you don't feel good about it. But you grind, right? You just try to keep grinding.
Got to do it.
Millsap passes to Jay. Tries again. And Murray finishes it off. He's got 7.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Pass to Booker. Fires from deep. And it's Denver with the rebound. And this is their first time matched up with the Suns this season.
And they were unbeaten against this club last season. Not surprising considering where they both finished in the standings.
Well, they're more talented, more accomplished at this point, but you can't rely on that and start taking plays off. You could get surprised.
For Denver, they have had 15 tries at the line. They've made 10.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Gordon's checked in. Booker outside.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Been a lot of talk, Greg, about in-season tournaments in the NBA to spur fan interest. The proposal was tabled for a bit. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, cash prizes for the players and coaching staffs, that always seems like a good idea. I just wonder, Kevin, if they're going to be any cash prizes for the broadcasters, because I think they're on to something if we could get that, you know. But in all seriousness, we see that in soccer, right? And it seems to work well, and I think if it can spur some more interest from fans, then I'd be all for it.
Yeah, the fans love it watching soccer. Outside Crowder. They double him with Jokic. Here's Ayton. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Here's Bridges. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And Doris, Mikal Bridges, how about 2 national titles in the 3 seasons at Villanova? Got better each and every year.
And think about, in his junior season, he becomes one of only 8 major conference players in college basketball history to average 1 block and 1.5 steals while also shooting over 40% from three-point range. Boy, that is the perfect resume for a 3-and-D wing.
And the amazing athleticism of Murray just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
Suns trail by 12. And here's Booker. 35 points for him last game against Sacramento. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Now Porter. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Suns. It's a 14-point game. They host the Clippers after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Bridges dishes to Payne. A shot, no good. And Denver the other way now, fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
One thing we know, great teams in the NBA get production off the bench, and that was critical that night.
Bridges with it, now guarded by Porter. And that one goes out of bounds. That's touched by Porter.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
And the Suns making a change here. Kaminsky's checked in, and he gets the bucket. Booker's got 7 now in this quarter.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Here's Jay. Gordon trying to break loose. Booker pulls it in. Suns trail by 12. There's 1:54 left in the first half of basketball.
Well, that should surprise no one. Devin Booker so good in the mid-range.
Murray with it. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game. A different look for Denver. Cobb comes in for Jay, and Morris subbed in for Murray. And for the Suns, and we finish one half of basketball. Nuggets lead by 6. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look. Gordon, he's checking in for the Nuggets. Jay comes in for Michael Porter. And for the Suns, Ayton, he's checked in for Crowder. Torrey Craig comes in for Bridges. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Chris Paul. We've got Will Barton. Jay out there with Jamal Murray. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, the length and athleticism of DeAndre Ayton make that an easy opportunity.
Murray, the pass to Jay. Back to Murray. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Payne looking around. The pass to Ayton. Those three-pointers off the mark.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Well, this guy is getting better and better at finishing with force near the rim. Go to work, Devin Booker.
Here's Barton. He's got 12. That one goes. Count it.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
Now here's Payne. He's covered by Murray. Pass to Booker. Inside. Good on that shot. And with that, the Nugget lead is cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Ayton.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Murray, the pass to Jay. 2 points. That one goes.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Now here's Payne. And the shot goes in. Payne's got 6.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Murray, the pass to Jay. Passes it to Jokic. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
And stolen by Murray. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. Big group substitution here for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. Green comes in for Barton. Cobb's checked in for Jay. And Morris subbed in for Murray. Phoenix also making some change. Teams will make substitutions. Setting the floor for the Suns, Chris Paul is out there with Devin Booker. Then it's Kaminsky, then there's Šarić, and it's Craig in at the 3, the small forward. And Booker kicks to Šarić, and the 3 off target.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Pass to Rivers. Well, the pandemic impacting earnings all over the NBA, Doris. The pain is felt, we think, most keenly by small market teams.
Across the board, Kevin, there are economic realities that the pandemic has forced NBA teams to look at. But always those small market teams depend on revenue sharing to compete. So now attendance is compromised and their ledger is affected even more. This is going to be interesting to see how this affects roster composition. Boy, we've got a lot of questions to be answered.
To the paint, and Green slams it in.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Here's Paul, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Paul's got 27.
Chris Paul not only has a great handle, but man, his footwork is so good.
1:36 left in the fourth quarter. The pass to McGee. 6 on the shot clock. Jay, the pass to McGee. Back to Green. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Nuggets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jokic.
What more can you really ask of a guy? I mean, when you come out and get a triple-double, making contributions all over the place.
Free throw, no good for Green. And here are the Suns now. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. The 11-footer. The shot by Nader, no good. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
And here's Carter. Šarić outside. He dishes it to Galloway. Nailed from three-point land.
You know, such a great example of Galloway not needing a lot of time to get off that catch and shoot.
And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long.
How's it going?
Hey, what you working on?
All right, fellas, let's get to work. Congrats on the win, but we have a lot of work to do if we want to keep it up. Let's stay focused in practice today. We have got to do a better job at getting the ball out in transition. We're leaving easy points on the table. Let's work on executing more efficiently in transition.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man.
Yeah, let's go. Do it.
I got ball.
Yeah, boy.
Finish strong, guys. Make sure you get some shots up before you get out of here.